It's 1 Million Cups Day. And we're going to get this going.
You're tonguing your coffee.
It's a good thing you guys are friends.
Yeah.
All right.
So when I ran into at Ferndale project,
Yeah.
that was your wife? That was
No, that's my business partner.
your business partner?
Yep.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you checking. We're live. We're live. You did? Are your ears crooked or are your glasses crooked? It was your glasses. You think that's funny? Mike has a ear that's a little bit higher, so I can tell you. Actually, I think that's Andrea in the orange shirt. Yeah, Andrea's here. She's in the orange shirt back there. Andrea's here.
Yes.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be beginning in just 1 minute. Please take your seats so we can get started.
What? Well, no. Yes and no. She should have tested the mic, but it's starting now. Just to see that she's talking on it and feels comfortable. Are you my one viewer? You're the one viewer? Oh, one viewer. Thank you. People here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We're about to begin.
David, are we in the beginning or are we in the end? We're in the end?
This time it's not working. Alright, it'll work now. I have to be clicked into it. Oh, okay, perfect.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 1 Million Cups. Please take your seats so we can begin. Hello to our friends online. All right, good morning, everybody. My name is PJ. I'll be your host for this morning. We've got two great presenters coming in today. You can learn a little bit about their businesses, and we'll get ourselves started. So, thank you for coming to 1 Million Cups. For those of you who have not been here before, 1 Million Cups was founded in 2012 by the Kauffman Foundation. It takes place every Wednesday morning at 110 communities nationwide. So right now there are another 109 communities doing what we're doing, gathering together to talk about what makes us tick. These are 6-minute presentations and a 20-minute Q&A. So it's a no-pitch zone. No one's asking for money, we're asking for help. It's an inclusive culture, safety, respect, and diversity over competition. 1 Million Cups has served over 33,000 businesses since 2012. And today we're actually going to bring one act that we've seen in the past. It's a repeat offender, if you will. Please don't, it's not an offender. Everyone's doing great. All right, good. So, recognition time. So first of all, how many of you are here for the, how many of you have been coming to 1 Million Cups for a while now? Let's see a show of hands. Right on. How many people have presented here before? Who are past presenters? Excellent. And I'm stalling for David. How many of you are here for the very first time? Oh, awesome. Well, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Please keep your hands up if you're a first timer. You get a little present for joining us. And lastly, it takes a whole team of volunteers and organizers to run this thing. A show of hands if you are one of the volunteers who make 1 Million Cups happen. All right, next up I want to thank Incubizo, this beautiful space that we're in today. Yeah, it's true. A round of applause for Incubizo, yeah. I should say now that if you are into QR codes, oh, happy day for you, because there's a bunch of them. But you might want to have your phones ready to scan willy-nilly. There's so many QR codes, we're just littered with them. All right. Also, right now going around the room is an iPad. Christine's got it. Being personally delivered. That's the service you can get here at 1 Million Cups. But if the iPad comes around, just sign in so we have some ideas to how many people were here, so we can prove that there's a great community here in Detroit Metro. Holy cow, this is going fast. So every morning, every time we do this, we have a coffee sponsor who provides the beautiful coffee for us. And I'd like to welcome to the stage our coffee sponsor for today from Sweet Potato Delights,
Waiting for connection.
Dr. Valanda Anderson.
Do you have somebody on Zoom, Tony? Hi. Isn't that cute? Karmen did that. The magic of Karmen.
Greetings, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? I think summer has kind of landed with us. So, I am Dr. Valanda Anderson, founder of Sweet Potato Delights. We manufacture vegan sweet potato-based baked goods. I hope everybody has had a chance to have some of the breakfast quiche and the cranberry date muffins. How many has?
Yes, thanks for bringing that.
You're smiling, so that means that it tasted pretty good. Right? So we manufacture for mostly restaurants, health food stores, and cafes, restaurants like Trap Vegan on the Avenue of Fashion, and we are in a natural food patch. I've left some information on the table there. You can see the locations that we're in. And we also do corporate catering. So what you're tasting today is some of the things off of the corporate catering menu. We're Sweet Potato Delights on all of the social media, so you can find us pretty easily if you want to reach out to us. Great. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now you're going to teach people how to become their own coffee sponsor.
All right. So if you want to be a coffee sponsor, here's how this works. You bring coffee for everybody on the day of and a light snack. In this case, Dr. Anderson teamed up with Luminesco to bring the coffee and the treats, which is great. We're always looking for coffee sponsors, so if it's something that you're interested in, you can email DetroitMetro at 1millioncups.com, or just take a picture of this guy. We're looking for, starting June 18th, we're looking for a coffee sponsor. So if you want to help keep the community caffeinated, this is your opportunity. All right, and now our presenters for today. You may remember them from 6 slides ago. Incubizo, this beautiful co-working space that we're in. We welcome Josh and Karmen up to the stage.
I think I say hi. I think I have to do it on this one. Oh, somebody said hi. Uh-huh. Yeah, but if I say hi, it's you saying hi to her.
All right, thanks everybody for coming out. So, Tony's telling me to hold this up higher. Can everybody hear me? Yeah. Okay, can anyone hear Karmen?
Hello.
Okay. So, Karmen signed us up for this, so Karmen gets to participate too, but I'll give you a little background on us. So, a little brief history. So, we opened up here in 2018. Which is a little bit older than some of the organizations that generally present up here because a lot of them are newer. We opened up in 2018. This was originally a single tenant building. I worked for that single tenant, so I've been here since 2014. So we did this because the tenant that was in here, I was the facilities guy. We actually opened up a bunch of offices internationally, Brazil, Dublin, Ireland, Australia, England, 2 in Canada, expanded in California. And so when we did that, instead of having a larger concentration of people here, we had people distributed. So then we had this built out building and we're like, what are we going to do with it? So we turned the first floor into co-working. Then we built out across the street and we moved that tenant across the street from the second floor. And then we had Incubizo on both floors in here. At some point couple years ago, we actually were doing Incubizo across the street. We had somebody come through though, and they said, I'd rather take the entire building. So we said, well, that was our goal anyway, was to fill the building. So we brought everybody back over here, so Incubizo's now in here. So that's like a super fast version. If everybody wants a really long version, you can buy me a beer, and we can do it at a later date. So we have had a lot of expansion and things that have gone on for us as a business. We were doing great. Trajectory-wise, pre-COVID, COVID essentially made our business like illegal in many ways, which created a lot of like loss on potential revenue streams. So post-COVID, it took a lot of time for us to sort of come back in a way that we're able to do what we do today. Last year for us was a bit of a cultural reset. In 2023, we were focused on getting across the street ready so that we had more physical capacity. But this is what we envisioned when we said we wanted to do Incubizo, and what we wanted to accomplish was community focused. So this room is what you see coming out of those efforts. And so we appreciate everybody being here, but it doesn't mean for us that where we're at today is enough. And it's not enough because we need to serve more people. We do have abilities to have more capacity, which gives us, where we are today is, what do we do next? Because it doesn't just stop with this. It needs to be bigger. It needs to be more people. We need to serve more. We have large bills to pay. So it's all those things that a lot of businesses are into. So that's what I've got. So what I'm gonna ask Karmen to do is to help us go through some of the things where we're stuck a little bit, because we're asking the community how we can better serve the community.
Cool. So as far as the business itself, we're stuck converting our visitors and our guests into clients. Even this huge population of people that has come through for a year, there's a very small percentage that has ended up being clients of ours. So we want to ask the questions, and we will at the end. What is holding you back from becoming a member here? Like, do we need tap dancing on Fridays? Like, what is it going to take to let you see the value of being a part of the community and the space, from amenities to conference rooms to private offices, all of those things we have. And if you don't know that, then we're not doing our job. But now you know it, so tell us what you want, please. Like Josh said, our cost of doing business is just high. All of these lights, all of the AC, all of the water, all of those, that overhead is really high for us. So that is, part of the journey of being an entrepreneur and a small business owner, as we know. But and as individuals, we are exactly the same and exactly the opposite in a lot of ways. And it's cool because I'm just like, just do it. Just make it happen. Paint the wall, whatever. And then he's like, we gotta measure and we gotta think. So we get stuck in a loop sometimes, and we wanna just be able to execute. So if you have tips on that. And then for our programming, this is part of our programming. We wanna do more of it. So if you wanna do a thing here. Let's talk. We can't build the thing without the people, and if we were to build it without asking, it wouldn't work, right? So there's that.
I wanted to stop asking. So just talk about it. Does it feel like that?
So this is what we do.
I'm not sure.
Co-working, you come in, we have 2 different tiers, 5 days a week or 7 days a week. You come in, you meet people, you hang out, you will probably be fed lunch by one of us or our janitorial company, because he just buys food for people. We have workshops, private suites, conference rooms. There's 3 on this floor. So it doesn't matter if you're meeting with just 1 or 2 other people or 10. And then we have business addresses, we have PO boxes in front. So those are the things that we offer. And we want to know what is valuable to you. What will make you show up? Is it the time of day that our things are happening that's not working for you because you do still have a 9 to 5? Or do you need something at noon so you can duck out at lunch? Please tell us. We love panel discussions. We did the cafe series last fall, and it went really well, but it was a lot of work. But it was so worth it because of the connections and the education that was provided to you all. But if you didn't come, why not? Did you not hear about it? Did you not think that it was going to benefit you in your business? After this presentation, please talk to us so that we can pick your brains and know what you guys need. I made a flow chart because I like flow charts. There are 3 paths. This is what we're doing. Lots of word of mouth, cold calling, 1 million cups. We collaborate with the Madison Heights Hazel Park Chamber and every other chamber that's near. Nonprofits, orgs like SCORE and Oakland Thrive, of course. We're on social media. We're on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. And then we do have a referral program. So if you are a member and you tell somebody about it, you get a kickback. So know these things. The flow chart kind of just shows we get a lead, somebody wants to do a workshop, great. Then we select the date, awesome. We have an Eventbrite, it happens, and then we know that we need to work on our follow-up. How was the event? What did you learn? Do you want to come back? Would you like a part 2? Or we get a lead, somebody needs a suite, or somebody wants a mailbox, and we schedule a tour. Either they say yes or no, and then once they're here, if you are a member, we still want to know what you need, because we want this place to serve you in a different way. Get your phones up. Hopefully all of this will work. We're going to play Kahoot. We're going to do a Kahoot. You don't need to download an app. And this is just going to answer questions. So Tony, click where it says click. Wait, have you guys scanned it? We're good?
Wait till they
If it says you can't, it's because we're doing the free
Download the
trials.
app, right?
Only 30 people can play. You can open it in your browser. All right. All right, Tony.
Hold on, can you go back?
That's right.
Okay, hold on. Is somebody playing? Tony, can you scroll up on the browser
Did you get it?
and make that
This is
full
what comes
screen?
up for me.
Can you just start?
Let's start. So,
Now we can play.
Bluetooth disconnected.
okay. Let's push. What? No. Sorry, y'all. Is the game, are the questions asking on your phones? Okay, great. Do that then. The goal was to be able to see.
Bluetooth connection
Great,
succeeded.
we got it.
There you go.
All right. Rank what's most important to you in a co-working space. Because we think we're cool, but again, if we need something else,
Click the
let us
purple
know.
one, Tony.
Music. This is the first time co-working. So.
Now submit, see submit.
Oh, you got to drag it down. Thanks. Sorry, Tony. We're gonna go through all of these as well later. Incorrect. Okay, have you ever attended a workshop here at Incubizo? This one you might have to text a little bit, but what do you recommend we focus on to grow the business? Do you want to see more workshops? Do you want happy hours? Do you want us to build a rooftop deck?
We're not really. You guys can stay on the ground on the patio.
What are your thoughts on Incubizo forming a 501c3 to help facilitate our programming?
Do it.
Do it, don't do it, be a fiduciary?
Do it. Do it.
Also, if
Yeah,
you can,
yes.
help us, talk to us. What's something that we can offer that can help serve your business needs? Because we need to know. We share you people, you know Score is here, you know Open Thrive is here.
The chamber is here.
The chamber is here.
Yeah, most important.
What's keeping you from becoming a member? Oh, also this, if you want. That's it. Redemption question. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what the rank is, but I put it in that way. But we're gonna go over these, and it's really helpful. So, thanks. That's all.
Tony is not guessing.
Tony's not doing it right. I don't know what I said. Will it show the results? No. Very cool.
All right, well, thank you for the feedback, everybody.
Oh,
Wait,
here it
it
goes.
does show the results, hold on.
Does it show the results?
No.
Oh, solo review. All right, we'll go through it. We'll let y'all know. All right, cool. That's it. So if anybody has answers to
Let's go to the next slide on our deck.
So if you have
Thanks, guys.
feedback for them, let's line up over here. I'm gonna sneak this microphone behind you so we got the most possibility.
Oh,
So that's the last one.
yeah.
Carmen, look back on the camera. You're not in the, look, Carmen, look. You're not on video, Carmen. Keep going, get close.
Hi. Oh, hi. We're so close to each other.
There we go.
Everyone shift, yeah.
Okay. Hi.
Am I on?
Yes.
Hello, hello?
I'm gonna back up some.
Oh, you go by the side.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, my name is Lynn Drake. I own Compass Commercial. We help businesses lease or purchase buildings. So, just a couple of thoughts from my perspective, because I do get requests and I do send them to you. I don't get that many, but I do. Thank you. Music would not be anything I would want to hear. I wouldn't want to hear any noise when I'm working in a space. That's me. I'm old. Maybe younger people might like it. So I guess I would ask, what is your demographic group? I'm guessing you're looking for a younger crowd in here based upon the way it's set up. I don't know. Is it kind of
There's a
question?
range. There's a range of current members. And then the people that are in co-working, I guess, also range.
It is a wide range, that's right. And so when you come in to this space, there could be music playing, generally background music, no words, nothing like that. Meant to be sort of like neutral emotionally and volume-wise. Upstairs is actually just white noise in the background. So there isn't any, there isn't music up there.
Great.
So there's different sort of spots within the building that are all different, and depending on where you're standing, the vibe will change.
Yeah, because I'm an old lady, and if I hear music, I'm gonna get up and dance, and then you're gonna be embarrassed. Okay. My question for you, have you guys done the research on your competitors in this market?
Yes.
And where do you stand compared to the other guys? Competitive?
So less expensive in a lot of ways, and more and able to provide different value in a lot of ways also. So it depends on really what somebody's looking for. I don't know that we'll be so broad that we appeal to every single person.
No, of course not.
But I think that we look, coming here, we have a large parking lot, it's free, that's different than a lot of co-working spaces because they're often in very densely built out areas.
Yeah.
So that is like one of the differentiators for us, but you can easily walk to restaurants and things in, downtown Ferndale or, the neighbors around here as well.
Well, I was gonna tell you, I give you an A+ on your location, because this is kind of where things are happening right now, so I think your location is good. Okay, so just a couple of questions I have, because I get calls for this. And what I've been learning when I get calls from this is, more often than not, the people don't move forward. I hate to tell you that, but I get those calls all the time. They want something for nothing. And I don't know that that's the client that you want.
It can't be. So I mean, and I think that's for, everybody here, right? But it can be for us because, Karmen already started to mention it, this is a very high fixed cost business.
Oh, yeah.
So you're in the real estate business, I'm sure you could look it up, it's public information, just what we have to pay in taxes, right? So you start layering on all of those things and we can't do it for nothing and not have DTE come in here and turn off the things that are very valuable to people like electricity.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just telling you about my experience when people call me, that's what happens.
Yeah.
It's they think it's gonna be free. Truly, I do believe that's what they think. Just a couple things. Do you guys have where people can come and rent your address, and then for a different fee, they can come in by the hour and rent an office?
Yes.
Okay, both of them suggest that. And do you guys answer phones, or do you have a phone service?
Rings to my city.
Just for us, she means as a
No,
service.
as a service for people. So you might be able to bring in a third party to do your phones here. It might be of interest to people. And then I guess, who's your ideal client? Do they have a certain income? Are they a certain age?
I don't think that age is a thing. I think it's that what we see for people coming into co-working is that people want to be around people. And so we often, people self-select out before they even get to us if they're not going to be a reasonable culture fit. What we look for are people who want to be here, who want to help other people, that like being around people that are just doing their business, right? That's kind of who it is that is our ideal client. Who wants to come in here and help other people be more successful running their business. That's our ideal client, right? We don't get into the demographics specifically.
Okay, so I guess I don't have any advice for you. I just wasn't sure I understood all of the services that you asked. However, what I will do is, as you know, I've recently been doing some comparables. I will send that to you guys so that you can see what the other organizations are offering in the market.
Sure. I appreciate that. Thanks, Len.
Thanks, Karmen. Congratulations for getting through such a tough times and building such a beautiful facility. My name is Sri. I'm from Unique Solutions. My office is in Raleigh.
Can't hear you, sorry.
Sorry. Can you hear me okay now? My name is Sri from Unique Solutions. I did a presentation a couple of weeks ago. Thanks you all for sharing your feedback. By listening to your presentation here and through my interfaces and experience, a couple of things I would like to make a suggestion. I came to as laborious as Lynn Drake, and she's a wealth of knowledge in real estate. One of the things that I experienced is that reaching you through the phones is not as easy as a click. And just giving you a constructive criticism here, please pardon me. If
Like on the phone, or clicking under the Google ad, you mean?
No, on the phone, when somebody calls on the phone, it's not instant access to something.
Okay.
So that can be addressed in many ways, but one of the possibilities that you can use artificial intelligence to transfer phone calls, and that becomes very easy, and you may want to look at that.
Okay.
And second part is that I wanted to bring this to your attention. There is so many business coaches and consultants available out there. They are looking for places to use for their events. Maybe perhaps, I know you're doing a lot of things, like Instagram and all those things, but maybe carving out a little bit of your energy to focus on those folks, to have them host their events in your conference room or in the space, wherever, and that will drive a lot. You're already doing 1 million cups, which is great, but carve out a little bit more focus to grab the attention of business coaches and presenters, public speakers, and give them a platform that will bring audience to see your facility. I think that will make most impact for them.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Sorry, I know this is, so I'll be fast. So if someone in the room comes to us and they say they want to do a workshop, the first response is, great, the room is X amount of dollars an hour, right? So what we would like some insight on, room, is if you want to come to us and do a workshop, we are offering our community to you, but there's still a cost associated with booking the conference room, right? So if we keep just giving away conference rooms so that you can promote your thing, and maybe 0.5 of a person becomes a client from your workshop, how can we make that efficient for both people? Because
no, the
sometimes
way
it's not.
I'm trying to bring this idea to you is look at it as a marketing budget and see how you can allocate your budgets. I'm not expert in finances, especially internal finances, but I have seen some of the hotels have done that. My business coach have done that, and he brought in hundreds of people into the hotel, Red Roof Inn, the hotel in Detroit. He's no longer here, but pushed him to do the events here. But that is where I'm coming from. There is opportunity. Within this 30 seconds, we may not be able to figure that out, but that is a worthwhile consider, is what I'm trying to do. Okay?
Yeah, appreciate that. I mean, I think we can catch up a little bit more like later and get into some more specifics. Well, I don't imagine anyone's going to leave early, hopefully not, but there'll be some announcements sort of towards the end with the chamber about how we'll actually be doing some more of that stuff. So we'll ask for feedback again as the programming, some programming questions as well. So,
okay,
yeah.
well, I'm here. I'm just a phone call away.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Lisa Stein, I'm an attorney and grant writer. There are a lot of organizations here who can help each other. I would love to see a sign at the front door that lists them, and on all of your media where you can click and see what each person is doing, what each entity is doing. I'm considering getting a space here to do legal work for small businesses, and for people to know that there's someone where they can just poke their head in and say, hey, I got a quick legal question, and I know you're part of the community. I can see where that would be very helpful for all of the different businesses that you have. Getting a nonprofit going to be a fiduciary is an excellent idea, and that would require helping people understand what that means, that you being the core and having projects that you can farm out to other members. I don't know if you want to call certain members partners, or if you already do that. I would love to see at the front door the costs of the different ways that you can become a member of this community. And with the programming, not just making the programming for people who are members here, but to work with small businesses in the community where they might need some of these workshops for their staff members, but they don't know how to put them together, or they just don't have the capacity to put them together, where you have another kind of member, which is a business member that doesn't use this space specifically for conducting business, but uses it for workshops on a regular basis and team building. That this isn't perceived as much as a space to rent space, but as a space to do business and engage with people, and you're already doing that, but at a much grander scale, that your highest goal shouldn't be to get an office rented, and there should be other ways of you producing revenue, like having programming that's for other businesses who need it and can't do it themselves.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jewel and her. We get Chris Wise and we build revenue engines. Okay, so I was gonna say you need your ideal customer, but I didn't want to just do that. So I asked my BFF ChatGPT about audience, people who would be your ideal high converting, because you always want to use high converting resource for here. And I'm gonna send you this result and the prompt that created it, but the big thing that came out that surprised me was the videographers, photographers, and podcast studio. So maybe, there's big need for that for sure. There'd probably be a little investment involved, but there's tons of people who are on podcasts and a place to go. And then, and in DetroitMetro specifically, the 7 highest converting amenities. So maybe this is like a checklist for you. The high-speed Wi-Fi, private phone booths, and call rooms. That was surprising to me. Insanely expensive. It's so silly. Those little booths are like, what was it?
They're like almost
$10,000. It's insane. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
You guys stand a little.
Okay, I might be able to help with that. Free coffee, tea, and snacks, conference room. So it sounds like to me you have all the stuff. It's just like, which activity. So I would definitely look into a way, like maybe you can do partnerships or business sponsorship, whatever, but that's big. And then do you have a sales process? In other words, I know you have people come in and look, but kind of like a strategic way that appeals to their specific need and then converts, takes them down that path to a decision. If you don't, so that, I would definitely say that would be a big one, because then you can start to monitor your results and your metrics and see what you need to tweak to convert more people. Because I don't think it's you. This place is beautiful. I love coming here every week, and the community's here. But it's just a few things you probably need to tweak. So I'll send you this.
Thank you.
Jules, pass it backwards.
Oh, it can't reach it. I don't think.
Yeah. So can you guys line up closer to the sign? Yeah.
Are we okay on time? What is the time? Okay.
We got about 2 more minutes and then we have another presentation.
Speak through it for us, Mike.
Hi, Mike McClure with Clear Marketing.
I'm just saying.
You guys did something at the end of last year I thought was really smart. You offered a deal for those of us here at 1 Million Cups, and I took it. And I was just starting my journey as an entrepreneur. I have a lot of money, but it was a good deal, so I did it. I'm about to sign on a client that's going to make me want to get the mailbox and the virtual address. Another client I've talked to, once I get them, I'm going to need conference rooms. So, if there's ways to get people in the beginning of their journey as an entrepreneur, they can grow with you. You can get more people like me. You're not getting a lot from me now, but I can see where you can get more from me coming in the future. And also, I'm old and I like the music.
I appreciate it. Thank you,
Mike,
Mike.
back to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was good stuff. Drake Pfeiffer, Oakland Drive, and I'm glad you all are doing this. Sometimes the cobbler's children need shoes as well. And so, with that being said, I think that you guys are doing a fine job, obviously, but the areas that I think that you could probably grow in, I look at Lisa. I think of the young lady who is the influencer who moved to Costa Rica for a while, who has a strong online presence. Getting some of our in-house influencers to do trainings and workshops that non-members would have to pay for, that members would not necessarily have to pay for. It'd be a nominal fee. You do a lot of stuff for free, but I think that learning how to do a reel, for me, I pay for that. I pay $10, $15 for that. So I think, figuring out different ways to break out revenue-generating trainings and workshops would be awesome. Just like Jules said, I think that having like a creative workspace, a maker space, or a podcasting studio would be something awesome to be able to implement, and really just leaning into the creative economy at this point, because right now, I talked to somebody, they said their son was making $300,000 a year. Being an influencer, and I'm like, wow, and he said, my son doesn't even work 40 hours a week, and I'm like, well, I need to get into that, and I want to know how to do that, and I'm sure a lot of us here want to know how to do that, and I know there's a lot of people in this room who know how to do that thing, and so I think you all can do that.
Thank you. I would follow you, Drake, but I'm not on social media.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Quentin Wright. I'm a financial advisor, and so I need to step a little bit closer as I'm being cute to do. So, I love these guys. I think these guys do a great job. Can you guys give them a round of applause? I think my only feedback for you, because you guys got a lot, hopefully somebody's taking notes. My only feedback for you is I thought about something I saw on a TV show the other day called Poker Face. If you watch it, it's a really good show. It's addictive. I don't know why. But one of the things they talked about there is cooking a brisket. And sometimes when you cook a brisket, there's like a stall time. So what that means is no matter how much heat you apply, no matter what you do, it's only going to reach a certain temperature for a certain while. And I think you guys are already doing so many wonderful things. Sometimes, unfortunately, as business owners, we know sometimes it's just a matter of time which we don't have because we got to eat. But sometimes it's about consistency. So I just want to give you guys kudos and stay consistent. Karmen, you are creative, wonderful, amazing. Josh, you are creative in a logistical way and amazing. So keep sometimes with our businesses, we feel like it's just this one thing we're not doing, which it might be, and it probably is, but sometimes we just got to be that little ant, and we got to be that little engine and just keep moving, just keep swimming like Dory the fish. So that's my advice.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good morning. Hello, everybody. Daryl. You don't know who I am. I'm Daryl Piggies. I am a consultant with Open Thrive, but I am also a champion of Incubizo and 1 Million Cups. My only suggestion is for everyone here to go out and tag Incubizo today and tell a friend about this place because it is an amazing place.
Thank you.
Here, sorry. Well, thank you very much, Josh and Karmen. Before you go, real quick, is there one thing that you heard today that you think you'll be able to implement?
I think we're going to have to go back and watch the video.
That's fair.
No, I mean, I think things that stand out to us, like Lisa came up here and she's like, I want to see what you do at the front door. Okay, well, we're going to have to do that.
Yep.
And right, if that's what people want, then those are things we're going to have to listen to.
Yeah.
And do. Just be better about that.
Great. And then there's a picture being taken, so we're just going to stop. Very natural.
Yeah, very natural.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Josh and Karmen, everybody. All right. Next up, we have Andrea Fields coming to join us. Now, Andrea has done this before, and she's coming back to present on how things have gone since her last presentation.
Oh, how much time she has? 10 minutes.
Yep. She's got about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Wow. Hey, everybody. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy for the information that you gave me the first time. I guess I do need that, don't I? All right. Again, my name is Andrea Fields with Perfect Choice Cleaning Solutions, LLC. And this is my flagship product, Perfect Choice Laundry Detergent Sheet. Who remembers my little standard slogan about this? Anybody? Tell me, Lisa. No dyes, no waxes, no platelets, no parabens, gentle on sensitive skin. It helps reduce the odors that come in your clothes, and it helps to keep them from fading over time. It's a really proprietary formula, and I'm so happy to have it. That's my flagship product. Let's see, which one? This one. I don't know what I'm doing.
I got it.
Thank you. Next, please.
You can put the clicker down, Andrea. He'll do it for you.
Oh, yeah. So my why is that, when I was raising my children, I ended up being a single parent all of a sudden. And I used to tell my children all the time, I'm a seamstress and a crafter. I started sewing when I was 9 years old. I've taught sewing and crafts for 32 years. But when my children were younger, I had a business that was starting to thrive, but I couldn't afford to hire anyone. So I used to tell them, if you help me, this business is going to grow. We'll never have any financial worries ever again in life. And so they helped me. They did everything I asked them to do, and they did it without question and without hesitation. I still think to this day they're the greatest adults in the world now, not just children. So that was my biggest why. Go back for a second. Thank you. And so sewing and crafting is what I love to do. And just as a matter of being a single parent, we ended up moving in like the worst community in Detroit, which is Brightmoor. And I started seeing how much differently poor people were than the rep they were getting. Just because they don't have any money doesn't mean they're derelict people. There were some incredible people who worked very hard to accomplish very little, and it was just the way the system did. Had it. So I would love to have an organization that's large enough for me to afford to hire a lot of people so they don't have to worry about where to get jobs or how to feed their children. Now I'm ready for the next slide. So our products right now, I started with the flagship product, and because I have a line of 10 products that I wanted to develop, but because of the tariffs and I'm afraid to not have my business anymore because they outpriced my product, I have added mesh laundry bags, I have added a stain spray, and if anyone wants this one, I bought a sample of everything. Everything except the mesh laundry bags. But I have a stain spray that's my formula. I have handkerchiefs that really goes with the stain spray. I had some magnets made because there are cheat codes on all there are codes on all these clothes that are made now. Most of us don't know what these codes are. But if you have this when you're sorting clothes, it makes it a lot easier. So those are my products. And what I learned in 2024, so the first time I came up, I was really nervous because I'm used to public speaking, but I'm used to talking to children because I'm a teacher. And so I'm thinking these people are going to think I'm talking down to them. They're going to think I'm too loud. They're going to think all of these things. But that wasn't the case. When the first time I heard somebody laugh, I was like, okay, all right, I can relax a little bit. I knew that I had a viable product anyway, but what really happened about my product, because everybody needs laundry detergent sheets, I was hearing people say things like innovative, even though it wasn't my idea. People were telling me it was a great idea, so that really helped to help boost my confidence about pursuing my goal with this company. And then that I have support. I love coming here. I love that every week I get to meet someone new and that I get more and more information that helps me in my business. So how's my business going now? It's going really well, actually. In spite of it not being where I think it should be, I was hoping that I would start today and be a billionaire by next week. Didn't happen. But one of the things that did happen is that I took a class with what's her name, Ari, the strategic think tank lady, about becoming bankable. Lola Ari, oh my goodness. I had to take, of course, all of us had to take accounting in college. I hadn't remembered any of those things. Even though I have worked with organizations where I did have to crunch numbers, but I gave them to accounting and they did everything else. They did all the reports, all of that stuff. So it was really informational. It was really helpful to know why I have to do my numbers and why I have to keep up with things. Thank you. I expanded my product line, and because I'm not really sure where the tariffs are going to go, I decided last fall, and I didn't even know anything about the tariffs for sure. We were just hearing things about it. It's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So I started looking for a manufacturer for my laundry detergent sheets and 3 of the other products that come out in sheets, right? There are 2 manufacturers in the United States, and neither one of them do contract manufacturing. So I had to start making more products that I can do at home and that I can get local companies to make for me. And then I've been on 4 podcasts so far, and the 5th one will be today with Robert. Whoop, whoop. So, next one. That's it.
Lessons you've learned.
Oh, didn't I just talk about that? No.
Yes, she said that she learned in the Facebook class.
Right.
And networking was great. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just talked about that. And so how can you help me today? I needed somebody to make those sheets for me. I have 3 more products that need to come out in sheet form. I've already had 2 of them formulated, and I need a lab that'll help test the products that I do have. So that's what I need today.
Next, last slide.
All right. Hi, how you doing? Good. Nice job. All right, so whoa, that one's really loud. So if you'd like to come up and offer feedback for Andrea, this one's longer, so we'll stick this one behind, and then I'll turn it down once I get over there. But if you have feedback for Andrea, now is the time to come up. You can line up right over here.
No one knows a contract manufacturer for laundry detergents, or a test facility.
Come on up.
Good morning.
Okay. My suggestion is talk to some of the universities. Oh, I'm sorry. Can everyone hear me now? Okay. I would talk with some of the universities, like U of M, Michigan State, that do products similar to yours or have a manufacturing facility, and they would be able to help you. Even Wayne State, because now you're talking about products that would help people.
Switch firms, yeah.
Because you're talking about products that help the environment, help humans. I would talk to those people first and see if they have any students or they have prototypes they're working with, and see if they would be able to help you.
Well, I did actually get the idea from a professor at Lawrence Tech University. And the problem is that the machinery that is needed to produce products in sheets is just not available here on the contract manufacturing basis. Yeah, because there are two detergent manufacturers right here in Michigan, and neither one of them have the capability of making sheets. And then the larger companies don't want to do the small amounts that I would require.
I would still go back to my universities. Lawrence Tech is a wonderful school. I've been a client for many years. But when you think about U of M and places like that, they have deep pockets. And they may be willing to take your product on and look at it. It may not be massive that they can produce, but they may be able to produce you 500. That would help. That's a start. So that's my 2 cents.
Thank you. Here, I'll take it.
Oh, maybe it is. Okay.
Hey, I like that. Round of applause. Okay. I'm Dr. Jesse Brown. I'm a naturopathic doctor. I've been in business on Grand River. I operated a holistic health clinic for over 30 years.
So let me tell you your number, and you know her, but go ahead.
Yeah, I closed the clinic in 2020 with COVID. However, I've been involved in the natural products industry. I've gone to the largest conferences in the world for natural products, and yours is a fit for that. There's a conference called Expo West, which is in Anaheim, California. Over 4,000 vendors, about 60,000+ businesses and people in the industry. I can connect you with people who are looking for women and BIPOC businesses to fund and to support. So one, if there's a contract manufacturer that can do the work that you want to have done, then they would be found through Hope Media and the Expo West contacts.
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay, and I can give you a direct contact and some information on how to navigate and find what you're looking for.
Okay, Angelique Niels is the name.
Oh yeah, okay, got you.
Come on up, Dennis. Come on up. Come on up, Dennis.
Were you finished? Or
Yeah, that was your ask. The ask was for somebody to produce a contract manufacturer for the sheets.
Yes.
And was it something else?
That was in a lab, a testing lab.
Oh, in testing lab. Okay.
Because I have the formulas, I had them made, but I haven't had them tested, but the ones I do at home,
Anything related to the industry can be found through that organization.
Yay, I'm so glad you came today. Thank you.
Great, we just have a couple of minutes left.
Hi, my name is Dennis Shaver. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Love your energy.
Comes from working with children so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. So hey, I'm a program director at Centralis Accelerator in Southfield, and we focus on hard tech, physical product development. So we have resources for manufacturing. We have resources. If you could convert this material into repurposed or recycled material.
My chemist actually gave us these steps to do that.
Awesome, I can help you as well, because Next Cycle Michigan is a program that they actually will help buy a machine that you don't pay for to repurpose that material right here.
Thank you.
So reach out to me, I'll be glad to help, okay?
I'm so happy, thank you.
You don't need my comment.
Yes, I think
You
you
got
do. Yes, I
solutions. Okay, but this is what I was thinking about.
Okay.
I would find, because you're in sustainability, there's tons of people who support what you do, right? So I would find a venture capitalist, like reach out to VCs in the environmental space and see if they can provide you with a resource that can help you. Because, a lot of people want to help with what you do. So that was it.
Thank you. Here's our dancing machine.
Yeah, I do dance a lot. In fact, I met a lady here, she dances too. We're
Right.
gonna start
Lisa.
dancing together. My name is Lynn Drake. This is just a resource. Maybe you've already been through it. Are you familiar with the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Business
I
Program?
am familiar with it, but I'm actually in a National Entrepreneurs Association cohort right now.
Okay.
Well, where are my other? We need to have a high sign or something. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so anyways, it's a free program. The reason I'm suggesting it is because every 3 to 5 years, once you graduate, they have an event in DC. When you go to DC, they bring in all the, I think it was the senators. So I was actually able to go and meet with several senators and bring up some issues. You have an issue because now everything needs to be made in the United States, but you don't have the option. So why not go to the people that represent us and say, help me. So if you go via Goldman Sachs, you're gonna get a little more attention, possibly, maybe not. Maybe they would just say, yes, we love you, we wanna help you, but I would take it up into, to see what Congress or your senators can do for you, see whoever can help you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Is there anyone else?
Thank you very much. All right, round of applause for everybody.
Everyone.
All right, that just brings us, we have a couple of announcements. I'm going to switch this microphone to this one because I've got too many things and too many pockets. All right, announcement time. Boink. There we go. Our upcoming presenters next week. Right now, the Grub Bank is scheduled, but if they aren't able to show up, we might have a town hall, which is a chance for everyone to give us feedback as to how 1 Million Cups has been operating and how we can do it better. We also have open dates on July 9th and July 23rd. So again, if you're looking to present, you have that opportunity. And this next slide is going to tell you all about it. It's not a pitch, it's not networking, it's brainstorming with people who get it. So you just saw 2 great examples of what it looks like to present at 1 Million Cups. If you are ready with your business, now's the chance. Go to 1millioncups.com/present and you can get your journey started. Now it's time to open your camera app because it's the QR code extravaganza. Right, this is the Madison Heights Chamber of Commerce, Madison Heights Hazel Park Chamber of Commerce. Linda's coming up to talk a little bit about a grant, I believe.
Good morning. Josh and I are going to tag team of this. This is a 50-50 credit here. I feel like I have to reintroduce myself. I have been absent for the last probably month, and there's a reason, great reason. We've been working very hard on this, primarily this grant. And we have a bunch of workshops coming up too as well. That's primarily the reason I've been absent for the last month here. But we have an exciting news. I think the state's word was the embargo's officially lifted. They literally, when they announced this grant, we were awarded this grant, they said, you're on embargo. I'm like, I haven't heard that word since government class, right? So, but it's official as of now, this week, that we are the recipient of one of this grant from the state called the Trusted Connector Grant. So we are tag teaming with our great partner, Josh from Incubizo. So the whole team here, Karmen, and there's going to be a few other people involved in this too as well. But essentially what the Trusted Connector Grant is basically allows us to do more of what we have been doing or attempting to do to bring some value back to our members. So we're going to be tapping into primarily all of our members, all of the folks here in this room. We're going to be doing a lot more with having some events here, primarily here, because again, we're tag teaming with Josh. That means a lot. I know a lot of the other speakers were talking about some more workshops, some training, podcasts. I was just laughing back there because it's like, that's exactly what this grant is geared for. And I'm going to be tapping, number one priority will be our members. And here's the biggest myth. You do not have to be a Madison Heights or Hazel Park based company or business in those two cities to be a member. I encourage a lot of businesses to join multiple chambers. You can be part of Royal Oak, you can be part of Clawson, Berkeley, whatever. We do a lot of collabs together too as well. So do not think that you're here in Ferndale or you're based in even all the way to Ann Arbor. You do not have to be physically there or even home base. We allow home base too as well. So a lot more to come. We just last week. Unfortunately, because we're dealing with the state.
We talked about it with other people last week, but we've been working on this since March. So,
yes.
One of the things that we're also going to ask for is some feedback, scan the QR code for a survey, because we do, it happened to be coincidence that we presented today, but we do want to know what people want more of. What's valuable for people? What's going to help you be more successful? How can we serve you better? And that's what this grant is going to help us do, is more of that. You want to eat? All right, we got some food budget in there. You want to do a podcast? We're going to get equipment for that. So there's things that we're going to be able to do to allow people to be even better at what they do. But we want to know what some of that is. So we encourage people, please help us by taking this survey and tell us more of what is important to people. And I do want to say, just give a quick shout out to Lisa Davis over here, who encouraged me to do this grant and then encouraged me to go partner with the chamber. And so it's really, the value in this room is big. We wouldn't have known about this if Lisa hadn't said anything. It's a big deal for us.
I wouldn't have known about it if, again, you didn't hear it back from. So it really comes back to this group, really. This was inspired, and we worked very hard on this. We're one of, I think, the only traditional Chamber of Commerce type to be awarded. Detroit Greater Partnership, Detroit Chamber got it. Oakland Thrive is also another recipient of that. So we'll be doing continuing a lot more of that partnership. But again, most of those, we don't try to come up with these workshops and training on our own, okay? We get our inspiration from within our members, and members in this group too as well. So my number one big thing with the chamber, should be with all chambers, right, is what's the most value, right? What's the value of joining? What's the value of still participating, and getting involved and engaged, right? So that's going to be at the forefront of our mind, and everything that you see coming out of this grant and our partnership together that's our inspiration, right? So please engage with me if you have any suggestions. It doesn't have to be anything formal. Talk to me and Josh, Karmen. We're the team here. We got Ian here. Everyone knows Ian from. I wish he was here today.
He's here almost all the time.
Exactly.
Not today, though.
And then again, this is kind of our, like, I don't know, the 18, I call it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're true.
Yeah, we have 4 more.
I have a
announcements.
tendency of talking too
4 more
much here,
announcements.
so what am I just found out I'm making this announcement just 5 seconds
We
ago.
have 4
so.
more, is what I'm saying. We have
What
4
else do we need to share? That's it? Okay.
All right, while I'm figuring this out, Daryl asked me to announce that tomorrow at Bamboo in Royal Oak, Bamboo in Royal Oak tomorrow at 8 a.m. At 8 a.m. tomorrow in Bamboo Royal Oak, there is a speed networking event hosted by Oakland Thrive and Bamboo. There we go. I got it all. I don't have it working. There we go. Tonight at Jaybirds is a cigar, social, and networking event hosted by Kamal.
Yes, come out.
Here, but I don't see him here today. So that's this evening. There's a lunch and learn coming up at Incubizo, a workshop on burnout proof, a workshop on dealing with adversity, plenty of QR codes, which I will give you 10 seconds to scan. All right. Next up, we have David Benjamin. Our own David Benjamin is, along with Linda, who we just saw, is hosting an Instagram workshop on June 12th.
Are you coming up, David?
Are you?
talking again. I'll make you go way over. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, all the information's on the flyer, June 12th, next week Wednesday, lunch and learn. I know this was also inspired by myself and then probably everybody here who never even know how to do a story or a reel, okay? So this is truly hands-on. David's gonna kind of lead the effort here. So if you want to learn, bring your smartphone and laptop, and we're gonna get right into it.
Awesome. Deep dive into Instagram. That's awesome. So there's June 12th, next week.
Next week Wednesday.
Next week, Wednesday. So come to 1 Million Cups next week and then follow everybody over to Boosties. All right. Finally, the sales strategy, powered by our own Lisa Davis. And all AI-powered, revenue-focused, no more guesswork. This is the course that will change the game. So if you're learning in the Trusted Bankers sales strategy, please check that out. It's coming up in July 7th. It's every Monday. It's a virtual session. So
PG, our event's Thursday, just
oh, it's Thursday. It's not Wednesday. I was lied to. Instagram is Thursday, June 12th. So do not follow us next Wednesday. Come here next. Well, yeah, you know what to do. And finally, thank you for joining us. This is a QR code for the 1 Million Cups socials. So if you can, follow, share, bring a friend next time. And we really appreciate you for being here this morning. The last thing that we're going to do is what we do at the end of every one of these is take a group picture. Karmen will boss us around, tell us where to stand, and it'll be a good time. So thank you for joining us, and have a great rest of your day.
What? No, you showed it. It was the cell one. You did good. All right. This is the end of the video. We are going to gather together with this group here and do a group photo. It's interesting today. Thanks everyone for joining.